Hey, welcome to Color Up. Today we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to test the theory of probability. So the game of craps is based on the mathematical theory of probability. Two die make up 36 different combinations, and each number has a certain number. For instance, 7, there are 6 different combinations out of the 36, 6 different ways to roll a 7. And for instance, snake eyes, 2, there's only one way to roll a 2, and there's one way to roll a 12, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 36 times, and we're going to see how closely it aligns with probability. I'll mark each roll with these chips, and I may do it a couple times. And this is a good opportunity to maybe test out your crap strategies or theories, because we're going to have quite a few random rolls and see how your strategy works out versus the probability of how the dice roll on a random roll. All right, here we go. New shooter coming out. And the point is going to be 4. It's our first hit, our first number. And here we go, 35 more rolls. And right back on that 4. So we hit our point, that's going to come off. Same shooters coming out. And it's going to be 8. And we got a 2 craps. My dice rolled there, but that was a 2. So we'll go ahead and mark the 2. And 7 out. Mark the 7 up here. Puck's off. New shooter. Coming out. Here we go. And the point is going to be 9. Again, my dice rolled there. Gotta mark that 9. And we have a 5. Looking for that 9, and there's a 6. And there's the 5. And we've got a 6 again. And we got a 3. That was a 1, so we got a 3. My dice rolled there. So we're getting spreading out the rolls so far. We got another 5. And an 8. And boxcars, all right. Hit the outside numbers. Just need that 11. And there it is, yo, 11. All right, so we got all those covered. In 36 rolls, you should at least hit them once. And we got a 9. It's up against the wall, it's stuck there. So that's our point. Puck's gonna come off. And it's gonna be same shooter coming out. The 2 and 12 should roll once. The 3 and 11 should roll twice. So the 4, and there's a 9. What are we missing here? We need the 10, and 7 out. It's going to come off. New shooter. Coming out. And 7 on the come out roll. Still looking for a point. And 10 hard. So we finally got our 10. We got it the hard way. That's going to be our point. And there's a 6. And 10 hard. We hit our point. Puck's going to come off, and same shooter coming out. Yo, 11. And 11. And 4 hard. So that's going to be our point. Yo, 11. we got a 6. And there's that 4. We hit our 4. And that's our point, so the puck's going to come off. Same shooter coming out. We got the 5, no field 5. We'll mark that up. And a 6. And yo 11 again. So we're definitely hitting extra 11s for this round. We got an 8. And 7 out. Puck's gonna come off. New shooter. And the point is going to be 6. Up against the wall is a 6. Came right back and hit our 6, all right. And we got 1 roll left. And it is going to be a 4. Looks like we're a little heavy on the 6, a little heavy on the 11, a little light on the 8. The 4 should only roll 3 times, and we rolled it 6 times. Hopefully I kept track of everything correctly there and didn't make any mistakes. I guess I'll find out in the editing. We'll go ahead and clear these. We'll keep our point of 4, and we'll just keep going with our red chips here and see what happens. All right, same shooter, here we go. The next round of 36, and we got a 6. There's my dice roll, but that was a 3, so we have an 8. And 10 hard. And there's the 6 again. And right back on the 6 again. Looking for that 4. Nope, 7 out. So puck comes off. Have a new shooter. And here we go, coming out. Point is going to be 6. Looking for that 6, and it's a 5. No field 5. And a 9. And we got a 6, hard 6. So we hit our point. Go ahead and mark that over here in the hard. And so same shooter coming out, looking for a new point. And it's going to be 3 craps. So mark that over here. Still looking for a point, and it is going to be an 8. 8's the point. And 6, all right. A little heavy on the 6s this time. And 7 out. Go ahead and mark that. Puck comes off. New shooter. And it is a 6, okay, of course. Right back on that 6. And a 3 craps. And a 5. There's the 10. And 7 out. Puck comes off. I don't really believe that getting new dice makes a difference or anything, but it's kind of a good, kind of a reset when I dump the bowl, just visually, and for me to think through this. All right, here we go. Yeah, coming out. See, I start talking, then I lose track of what I'm doing. Point's going to be 5. So I'll mark that up. And a 9. We need them outside numbers at what? 2, 11, and 12. And 7. 7 out. Puck's going to come off. Again, just dump in the bowl to reset. Here we go. New shooter. It's going to be 10. Points of 10. Mark that. And 3 craps. Seems to be the only extreme outside number we're hitting. There's the 6. We're hitting plenty of 6s. There's 4 hard. So we finally hit our 4. Let me mark it up over here. And we've got a 5. There's a 6. And there's a Yo 11. We're running out of time there to hit that guy. We need 2 and 12. Here we go. There's a 9. Up against the wall, we've got a 9 and back-to-back 9s. So we hit our quota for 9s. 4 combinations to make a 9. And 7. 7 out. So we'll mark that. Puck comes off. We've got a new shooter. A couple more rolls here. And it is going to be 5. Points 5. Gonna mark it. See that 2 and 12. We got a 9. And another Yo 11. And 7. Final roll is 7. 7 out. Supposed to roll 6 7s, and that's exactly what we did. So that's right on. We're obviously missing we're missing the 2 and the 12, but they should only roll once out of 36 rolls, so it's not that big of a deal if we didn't roll any. Obviously, we did a little better on the 6. We hit 8, and we should only hit 5. So if you have a strategy where you're betting on the 6, you'll probably do a little better than average. So that's how this works. If your strategy, versus probability, you're going to do better versus, if you're betting on the 6. It's interesting though. So far, we really haven't seen anything too drastic. And the more you roll, obviously this is just a small sample, but the more you roll, the closer you're going to get to that probability. So if we're rolling thousands of times, there might be a big variation to begin with. The first couple hundred rolls, you may be way overboard on the 7 or way more 10s than you should. But as time goes by, you kind of average out to that probability chart. And that's what the casino banks on. So sure, we as single players can go in for a short period of time. We could beat the probability and color up. But over time, with all the different players combined, they know that eventually the dice is going to average out to what probability dictates. And because they take their cut out of each bet, they're going to win their money back. Let's go ahead and give it one more try. Here we go, coming out, new shooter. 4 hard. So let's mark that up over here. And we've got a 6. And a 5, all right. Spreading out the love evenly so far. We got an 8. And 2 craps. And there's a 5. And we got a 4, hard 4, and a dice or a chip or check rolling all over the place. So there's our hard 4. We hit our point, puck comes off. Same shooter coming out again. And 7 on the come out. It's a perfect time to roll 7. Still looking for a point up against the wall. We've got an 8. 8's going to be the point. Mark that 8. Here we go. We got a 6. And 7. 7 out. Mark that. Puck comes off. So we're going to have a new shooter here. And a 7 on the come out. Still looking for that point. And 12 boxcars. Go ahead and mark that up. Still looking for a point. And 7. Another come out 7. And there's a 9. So that's going to be our point. Here we go. 7. Okay, point 7. That happens. Puck comes off. Dump the ball. We got a new shooter. Here we go, coming out. And we got an 8. Point's going to be 8. Yo, 11. Finally hit our 11. And yo, back-to-back yo's. There's a 10. 10 easy. There's 7. 7 out. Puck comes off. New shooter. Here we go, coming out. And the point's going to be 8. Okay, 4. 4 hard. And a 9. And there's a 10. We got another 9. And there's boxcars. So above our quota there. And 7. 7 out. A lot of extra 7s it looks like this round. Not a lot, but I mean, so far we're at 7, so 1 more than probability. If we just need to avoid it from here on out. New shooter. Here we go. And the point's going to be 10. And then 9. So we hit our 9s. What are we looking for? Where you need a 3, right? Yeah. And 2 snake eyes. There's a 4. 4 easy. And 6. 6 hard. And we got our 3. There we go. There's a 5. And final roll here. 7. There we go, of course. 7 out. 4, 6, 8. So a couple extra 7s. So in that case, you might do a little better if you're playing, you know, a don't strategy or something along those lines. But again, not too out of whack. We're pretty light on the 6s and 8s. Typically, I'll always start with a bet on the 6 and the 8, so I wouldn't have done that well because, you know, we're under what probability dictates. So I hope you found this little experiment, I guess, interesting. I sure did. And yeah, maybe you can, you know, run your strategy using these rolls or whatever you like. So Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, good luck on coloring up.